The Premier League is back. The Premier League is back. The first weekend is in the books. But first, I want to talk about my Premier League predictions. These I know we're 1 week in, so they're a little late. My bad. I was moving. I was trying to build a bed. There's a lot of things I was doing in my life, so I'm sorry. I know these predictions should have came before the season started, but I did tweet them out before the season started. I tweeted them on August 13th. So at 10 a.m. Western Pacific time. So I'll put the tweet up here just so you guys could verify that I did tweet. I did do my predictions on Twitter before the season started. But let's get started. My Premier League predictions for the 2021-2022 season are as follows. I think I'll go from 20 to 1. So I think the teams that are getting relegated is going to be Watford, Norwich City, and Burnley. Surprisingly, I have Brentford surviving at 17th. Southampton, I have them surviving 16th. Newcastle 15th. Brighton and Hove Albion 14th. Crystal Palace 13th. Aston Villa without Grealish anymore 12th. West Ham 11th. Leeds United 10th. Really enjoyed their football last year. Wolves 9th. I'm a Wolves fan. I'm optimistic that they'll have a bounce back year. They lost in week 1. We'll touch on that in a little bit. But I have Wolves number 9. Everton number 8. Arsenal 7th. Tottenham 6th. Leicester 5th. Manchester United 4th. Liverpool 3rd. So now there's 2 teams. City 2nd. Chelsea 1st. I have Manchester City as 2nd place. And I have Chelsea winning the Premier League. I like Chelsea. I like Tuchel. I like what they're doing. Since Tuchel took over, they're just super organized. They know what they play for. They're stout at defense. Mendy is a great goalkeeper. You bring in Lukaku to shore up your offense. He's definitely going to put away the chances that Werner was missing last year. I think that it frees up their wingers. I think Pulisic is going to have a great year, a big year for Chelsea. Playing, alongside Lukaku is just going to open up that wing for him. The defense is always going to have to put bodies on Lukaku, even if he's having an off day or an off month or an off couple games. Lukaku is such a physical presence. He's such a big guy. He's so strong that you're going to have to put a body or two on him, and it's just going to open up that whole offense. He's a good postman too, so he could just back a player up, play off of him. That's a big signing. That's one of the biggest signing, in my opinions, for the Premier League. United look really good, so I might have them too low as 4. I think they actually could compete for the Premier League. Liverpool is going to bounce back. I think this is going to be one of the best Premier League seasons in a while. I know we say that a lot before the season. I know we almost go into every season thinking like, damn, this is shaping up to be one of the best seasons ever. Like, all these all these moves in the off season, all these transfers. I think we hear it every time, every season, or every start of the season. You're like, damn, this one has the potential to be the best season in a while. And for the most part, it's always true. I feel like the Premier League, football worldwide in general, is just getting better and better every year. There is some stuff that gets annoying sometimes, some touchy calls, some VAR, all that stuff. But for the most part, I think football is getting better. It's entertaining. I love it. I mean, there is some nostalgic soccer that I miss back in the day. Like Jogo Bonito and stuff like that. But for the most part, like, the storylines are getting better. The coverage of football is getting better. There's more shows out there. There's more coverage. There's more. You could just follow your team that much deeper year in and year out. So I love that. The coverage is just better. We get documentaries. We get, everything. Like, Amazon has the team coverages. There's so much stuff that is presented to you every year. So I get why every season, or it feels like almost every season, we go into it thinking, damn, this is gonna be the best season ever. But more than the other seasons, I think this season just feels amazing. Like, I'm so excited for the Premier League this season. Chelsea looks like they're legit title contenders. City, obviously, the champions. They just signed Grealish, $100 million man. Liverpool look like, they're gonna make some noise. They're gonna come back. You can't give up on Klopp's Liverpool. They're amazing too. Manchester United look like they're finally ready to compete for the title. Sancho, Varane, they're ready. Manchester United look like this is it. The drought might be over. Leicester City, Cinderella story. It's always easy to root for Leicester as a neutral. We'll see how Tottenham does with Nuno. We'll see if Kane leaves, if he stays. We'll see how far, Son could carry them. Arsenal, Arteta, how much longer are they going to give them? Everton, they got some good players. Wolves, hopefully they bounce back. I'm a Wolves fan. Leeds United, they're always going to propose. They're always going to send people forward. This Premier League season looks like it's going to be a great season. I'm super excited for it. One more time, top to bottom. Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Leicester, Tottenham, Arsenal, Everton, Wolves, Leeds, West Ham, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Newcastle, Southampton, Brentford, Burnley, Norwich City, Watford. Those are my predictions. Those are who I think are going to win the Premier League. I'm very excited. I can't wait for the season. I'm so excited. This is going to be a fun season. What do you guys think? Let me know your guys' prediction. If you don't want to do, the top 20, at least give me your top 4 and your relegation. Who do you think is going to get relegated? Who do you think is going to make the Champions League? Maybe even who's going to make Europa? Any what's your wild prediction of the season? I think for me, I didn't really say anything wild. Maybe Chelsea winning. I think that was a lot of people have City winning it. So Chelsea, but I think Chelsea is, one of the favorites too. So I don't think I'm going too high on a limb. Arsenal, 7th. They might even be lower. Wolves at 9. I think I saw a lot of people have Wolves towards the second half of their rankings. I think Brentford surviving. I think a lot of people had them being one of the bottom 2 or even like the last team. So I have Brentford surviving. It's a good storyline. It's a good feel good story if they're able to stay in the top division for at least one more year. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about my predictions. Call me a wanker. Tell me what I did wrong. What's wrong with it? But yeah, I think these predictions are not too bad. I think I did a pretty solid job. I think we could revisit these maybe one more time after the transfer window closes in the halfway of the season, maybe during the winter transfer. And then we'll definitely revisit them at the end of the season to see how we did. So if you guys want to join me in the predictions, tweet at me at H2H sports _ or just leave your comment on the YouTube video and let me know what your predictions are. Top 4, full 20. I'll go through all of them. Full 20, top 4, relegation. Just let me know what you guys think. Or you could just say you're champion. Chelsea, for me, is the champion. As a neutral or as a Wolves fan, I think Chelsea's going to win. They look loaded. I like Tuchel a lot. Like I said, they're organized. Lukaku, in my opinion, is one of the biggest signings in the Premier League. And I'm ready. This Premier League season, everyone made moves for the most part on the top. United retooled. City made a big splash. Liverpool made a couple signings. Chelsea made the big one. Some other ones. It's looking good. The Premier League season is looking good. I'm very excited. Definitely tune in to the Premier League. It's going to be an awesome, awesome year.